Did we already know that we were gonna call it Detective Donut, or we were just filming something and then
No.
you edited it, like after you moved out to South Dakota, and then when I came out to visit, you showed me what you put together, and it was so stupidly funny that we loved it.
I think how it happened was we were spending like the weekend together, or I think it was some sleepover or something where we were hanging out, and we were gonna film. It was like, oh, we should make a little video, make a little short movie thing, and then it was it was cold. I remember that. It was like, ah, man, we got to wrap up here because it's getting late. We don't have much time, so we just went out, and then yeah, it was after all the editing and everything that it was like, ah, well, it's a detective. Oh, police officers like donuts. Detectives are, you know, essentially police officers. So, Detective Donut. Yeah. And then, it was, of course, after uploading it and trying to find it, realized that the Superhero Kids thing had an entire series named Detective Donut. But to be fair, I think we technically filmed this before those came out. And I think I came up with the name long before I actually posted it to YouTube because I made the edit. Like I made the video and I edited everything, the originally, and then I just kind of sat on it for quite a while before actually posting it.
That is true. So. We had zero context for why anything was happening. Other than until you wrote in. You came up with you came up with the rating, the rated C.
Yeah, because I was a big fan of cheese curds, and frightening noises. It's really funny how I capitalized this because it was like, or did you rewrite this? Because did you recopy what I wrote? Okay, this is what I wrote because I capitalized the first C, didn't capitalize the second one, didn't capitalize any of the words until I got to frightening, and then that was the last word that had started with a capital letter. So I don't know what I was doing with capitalization there, but
you came up with this. You came up with all of these ideas. I just helped film the video. You did 100% of the editing on your own, but then I copied this rating though and put it in all the others because it was solid. It was funny. But then there was no context, there was no story or anything until you basically wrote it because the film starts off so absolutely randomly that there's just no context to anything. So then you gave it a backstory.
Right, yeah.
Why did we come up with the idea for the monster either? Like, I don't remember that.
So, basically, it was just because of this. I was trying to figure out what sound to put there. And I found this one particular sound. And from there, we're like, well, this can't be a normal dude if he's sounding like that, and as you'll see in the later in the clip, I mean, I basically mag dump him and he's fine. So there was just like
assuming you
little
hit your
things.
Shots.
I don't know what kind of body armor this guy.
Assuming you hit your shots.
Come on, man. This is Detective Donut. You don't miss, okay? Funny little thing though. When I was first writing this, and I think I was showing one of my sisters or something. And I had written he got a unanimous tip, and she was like, got a unanimous tip? What does that mean? I was like, like they didn't say who they were. And she was like, you mean anonymous? Yeah. So, that's why you have people proofread your text. Yeah. So I think that's kind of the backstory to it. It was not really planned out, just kind of like I think it was day of, spur of the moment, like, let's film this thing. This one started because this was when I came out after. Oh, yep, definitely had that liked the whole time. Um, this one was because I came back to Illinois for the summer to work, and so your cousin was there, and we were like, "Dude, let's film the second one." I think that's about as deep as that one was. I don't. Maybe we had considered it earlier, and then when no, he was there for the whole thing because I remember he was filming for us for some of it.
I think we gotta watch it because, like, honestly, I never watched the second one because I don't like it. It's
Well, it's your first attempt at directing. It's could have gone worse. Could have gone worse.
Yo, it's Tyler here. Just letting you know the footage that's coming up is going to look really bad as far as frames go. It's going to be really choppy. And that's just because of an internet issue while we were recording this. So it's not on your end. No reason to be alarmed. Okay, enjoy the rest of the video.
Oh,
isn't this from a Julian Smith video?
Yes, it was. Oh, yeah, I found the song that Julian Smith made. And I don't know why, really. I thought it was a proper fit, but... we don't ask questions. And then this is also when you decided to go from Purple Squirrel Studios to Purple Donut Studios. So I spent, believe it or not, way too much stinking time making this this intro. And it turned out so horribly, but I spent so much time on it and I had nothing else, so I used it anyway. It's so bad.
You know what this actually kind of reminds me of, though, with the art style is Monsters, Inc.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just the pink letters and the kind of cartoonish like drawing thing. I remember when you first showed me the intro and I was like, all right, yeah, nice, okay. Dude, the number of times we had to shoot these scenes, okay.
It did take
This may have been where the chocolate-covered donuts came from.
And it was so stinking hot. And yes, that's definitely where the chocolate-covered donuts came from.
I made that riddle. Are you by any chance Detective Donut?
That line, didn't he struggle with that line so much?
I think he did. I mean, honestly, we were all struggling because I maybe a mixture of slap happy or dehydration from the heat. Whatever it was, but we were always laughing at those lines. And, I mean, none of us were really on YouTube that much. Like, we weren't as familiar with the memes going around. Like, we were all brand new to all this, so it was easier to laugh at things, too. Like, originality was really funny. Whereas now it's like, we're kind of accustomed to it now, because we see it so often.
Right. Bro, alright. The Wiggle.
Yeah, I don't think
you found it so funny. You found that so funny, and I was like, we're not putting that in there. And you guys were like, let's do it. And I was like, bro, there's no way we're doing this.
And there it is. Yeah, now I don't think I would make that same call. But at the time, yeah.
I mean, it was a choice for sure. That was. It's also funny how you like flip the camera angle, or you flip the whole scene
to try
but it's really obvious it's still the same camera angle.
Yeah, but I was trying to give the perspective. It was so boring. Like, the camera literally never moved. It was so boring. I had to change something. So I was like, yeah, I'll just flip it, and it'll look different. I mean, I wasn't wrong. It looks different, but it's the same angle.
We're just like glancing over the fact that either Detective Donut's house or his office is just a loft full of hay.
Out in a barn, yeah.
Yeah. Caden trying not to laugh here is so funny.
He was trying really
And
hard.
because if we go back a little bit,
He's got the Australian.
I had the cup. I had the cup set up wrong. Now, the one thing we did get right here is we did actually have liquid in there, so it wasn't an empty cup. I had it set up backwards, so I do this really weird.
Just got it.
And that's when he almost starts laughing. Looking to the side.
The amount of takes that took. And I still had to pick one with you laughing because there wasn't one where someone didn't
I
laugh.
think wasn't that you laughing or was that me?
That was you that time.
Oh,
But I
okay.
laughed for most
Well,
of
and the
them.
worst part was, so I think this was Caden's last day with us, and the camera was dying. Yeah, right. So the camera was on like 3%, like 2% here or something, and we're just like trying to get this taken. Every time I don't laugh, you laugh, and every time, and he's just eating this mustard, bro. The smoke alarm beeping in the background
Yeah. Yeah,
because
the
you
story
recorded
behind that.
the audio.
Yes, so because I didn't have internet. So I had no way to actually record something with OBS or what have you. So what I would do is play movies. I would literally put the movie in that the song was on and then start the camera and record whatever playing it. And which would work, but that's why it's super distorted. And also the fire alarm battery had been dead for who knows, a year at this point maybe. So we were all just used to it, but the camera sure as heck isn't, blurting that out, so it just records it into.
I remember every time I looked in there, your dad was like working on doing stuff in his office there, and he was. I feel like the look he gave is like, "What on earth are you doing? Where's it been doing at?" I don't remember how we came to that conclusion, like to that line.
I think you just
But, dude, we
decided to
got-
do it.
That we got a kick out of that. That was like one of the funniest things to ever happen when we were first talking about it.
I do remember that. I do remember that.
Where's it been doing at? Oh,
And Dana looks straight at the camera.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah. You turn around, like, all serious, and she just looks at the camera like, can I be done now?
Little fourth wall break there.
Yeah.
I don't know. But what I do know is that this stupid bush,
Thorn
the
bush.
thorns on it kept hooking my sleeve.
Dude, I thought this scene was so, like, comedy gold. And then I feel like everybody we showed it to did not find it funny at all. Like, I thought it was awesome.
No,
Like, why would you be digging in the back of a lawnmower? But, like, it makes sense. If that was your detective vehicle, where would you put things? You would put it there. Now, if that's where you keep your gun, why would there be stuffed animals there? That's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, we go back a little bit. Just the whole thing, like the sneaking over to it. Like, why am I even sneaking right now? The little skip over to the side.
Dude, I've seen it so many
Dude.
times, I don't even question it anymore, but you're 100% right.
You kept laughing at this scene too. I would like fling the thing open, reach in there. The second I pull out the first stuffed animal, you start giggling, and I'm like, "All right,
Dude,
gotta redo it."
Well, it was funny from my perspective. It was so funny from my perspective because you were so intense with it. Like, I wasn't. You were just so into character, like, wham, and then like shuffling through a whole bunch of things. When there was only 3 things in there. It just got me. It just got me. It did.
This run too, that's a legendary run if we look at it.
It really
Right, right here, peak form, jumping over the bush, the athleticism, and then I make the great donut exclamation. Look at that hairstyle too.
Donut.
That's a interesting. Look at that! Look at that! Look at me go.
The form, yeah. Oh my gosh. The camera
All
shake.
the shakes.
Yeah. No post editing there. That's all skill.
You know what? I think I'm wearing different socks right now. I'm just sticking my firearm in my shorts pocket.
Dude, you think about how absolutely no one would hire you ever, like based on this professionalism so far.
He's too good. You can't question his
I mean,
method.
if you think about it, the
He's-
only tip he had was, I did hear some growling in the woods. And you took that and literally ran with it immediately. And you're
And 30 seconds later, I was putting rounds downrange.
Exactly. Exactly. You can't deny those skills. Like, you can question the methods, but you can't deny the results.
I was still nervous on the bike, so I was like, I'm gonna.
That's right.
Do you remember here how wide of an arc I made? Like on accident, I ended up making a super wide arc going out almost to the grass and coming back.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
It made it hilarious for anybody who knows how to ride. And then I reverted the scene there too, because why not? Where else would you revert the scene?
You know what's crazy?
Oh.
He runs from the left. You flip the scene. It's the same stump. I'm coming from the right, or no, he was coming from the right. I'm coming from the left now. He turns around, even though we were going in opposite directions.
Oh, you're right. Oh my gosh, I never even thought about that.
One more time. Stump right, stump left. Turns around anyway.
You know, clients.
How did I stay on the bike after getting clubbed? That's kind of what I'm interested in finding out. I got clotheslined, somehow didn't fall off the bike, and parked it right there. Couple more cheeky special effects.
Mm-hmm. And don't
Now-
forget about the recoil from the pistol too. Everything was there.
Oh, I gotta go back. I was kind of looked at it.
Yeah, we got the recoil going. That's the stuff that blockbusters miss out on. But we here at Recoil Pictures, we got it. We got you.
That's true because it's in the name, Recoil Pictures.
Dude, you're absolutely
So if
right. That's the stuff we pick up on.
If we missed the recoil, it'd be complete amateur hour. This is where it gets interesting with the camera angle.
Yes, because we wanted to repeat what you saw in the first Detective Donut, where you only ever see the pant legs and shoes. So 90% of the frame is just random ground. You can't tell anything that's happening.
It gives a level of mystery to the video when you can't see anything. I grab a stick, you grab a bigger stick, run around the tree. We're not sure what to do. You throw the stick.
Somehow it randomly ends.
Could we just not figure out how to end that one? Or do we have some kind of footage? I thought that one ended with me like shooting you or something in the original footage. And I feel like that was just an editing choice to cut that out.
It might have been. I don't remember. It was so...
Why'd you put my name in pink? It's like, that's not even really a real purple for Purple Donut Studios. You gave your name in blue and you made me pink. Oh.
It made it unique. You know, you're not going to find any of this editing anywhere else. And just like this, the way that the credits don't match the background scrolling up, because I didn't know how to connect the two, so I tried to match the speeds, but the lengths were different.
But I think this last one you used was Audio Machine, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so it's Julian Smith or Come Together by Gary Clark, I guess.
Well, the first one was Julian Smith.
All right, Eat Randy. Come Together by Gary Clark Jr. Sherlock Holmes theme, obviously by Hans Zimmer. Lone Ranger by Hans Zimmer. Acadian Empire by Audio Machine. Shout out to my boys, Audio Machine. They're gonna sponsor us now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This scene, bruh.
The first end credit scene in a Detective Donut film.
You flipped this one too.
No, I did not. This
No,
is
you
right.
didn't. You didn't. Never mind. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
That's Detective
Good
Donut
stuff.
Recon. You didn't really do that much recon either. You
Like-
kind of just you asked like a couple questions and then
That's plenty. That's all the recon Detective Donut needs. I mean, let's be real here. Because it's not like the name Detective Donut gluten free makes much more sense with context.
but it rhymes
So-
with 3. It rhymes with 3, so it had to be.
I guess that's all the context we need. All right, now this one, like the jump in editing at least, is pretty drastic here. You know, it's like when you have a journal and your last entry was when you were like 8 years old, and you write again at like 15, and it's a lot better. It still has, you know, a lot of work, but it's like way better.
That is true. A lot more experience. And this was on the edge of filming the 4th one. This was on the edge of filming the 4th one because we had the idea. We were like, yeah, you're coming back for a little while, for a week or whatever that was you were here. And we were like, let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's make this happen. And they were like, wait a minute. We never even finished editing the 3rd one. So then I tried to crank it out. Hence the...
Meanwhile, we were trying to you were trying to find places for us to film the 4th one.
Yes, I had to look for locations, which was very
Yeah.
interesting. You know, we've never had to look for locations. We always just had an idea, and then we got together, and then we just had cameras and airsoft guns, and then we're like, let's go over there. Yeah, let's go over here. And then we would just go over there and record it.
Also, this haircut. It's a good thing it changed. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be in a relationship right now. No, I'm pretty sure I've shown all 3. She was...
Impressed. You were going to say impressed.
Yeah, she was impressed. Yeah. Found it very interesting.
Impressive. Found it very impressive.
Yeah, impressive. Yeah. Yep. The obvious thing here is the wardrobe change, and the change of daytime. It, like, is basically night right now.
Might as well be. And now this is Agent Alfredo's office instead of yours.
Yeah, he just basically kicked me out of my office.
But he upgraded it though. I mean, look at that. It seems obviously nicer. He's got another table over there behind him.
13 hours later. Why is it 13 hours later? Did you just choose that number?
That was just a random... I don't know. I think I said 13 hours later just... Dude, I had no idea why I said 13 hours, to be honest.
Well, it works.
That's true. It does work.
All right, this is the first time you see Detective Donut with an actual upgraded equipment. We got the vest, all right? We ain't playing little games anymore. This is serious. Now, I will say, these are not the most observant guards. It almost...
Despite the fact that they both get shot here, do you think they're fired?
Yeah, they might not make it past their debut, so... Smoke them. Why is my mouth open? Look at this. Absolute amateur hour. Mouth breathing.
Now, we did make a Hollywood mistake there. The guy had a gun and runs up to you with it. Rather than just shooting.
Yeah, he's trying to take me hostage, and he's like got in his own head. He got too cocky. He didn't realize he was messing with Detective Donut. He's also like 3 feet tall. So, oh, that was a pretty good knife flip. Let's go back to that real quick. He just gets a little pretty nice knife twirl in his hand.
Mm-hmm. And Bo just leaves a sniper rifle sitting there.
And the best part is that it just says 1.9 joules on the side. This thing packs a punch, dude. This scene was actually pretty funny. I'm like, when I think back at the lines we used, it was pretty comedic.
It's just so sad that you can't hear any of it.
all you hear in the background are the pigs.
Yeah.
Because I think your dad was feeding him at the time, wasn't he?
Yeah, that is what was happening. We're so used to them making those sounds when it was time to feed them that we don't think about it. And then Dad goes to feed the pigs like he always does, and we're just out there shooting a movie. No idea that the camera's only going to hear that.
I always forget to load this thing. It's so funny. He walks up like he's in some mech suit and slams his fist in the ground as if he just couldn't move in time. Punch the ground, roll out of the way, trip, punch the ground.
Originality there.
Dude. There's like 8 inches between my fists and his stomach. These uppercuts here.
They're so bad, yes.
They're terrible too. They're like half turned. They're almost like little weird hooks. What do I do right here? To do these punches, then I don't even know. I think that was supposed to be a knee, and he just drops down to the floor. Pretty good roll. I don't know what that head shake was. That was pretty wild. So, that is peak combat in cinema.
Oh, dude! Remember how long this video stayed with Jonick because he was gonna edit it?
I do kind of remember that.
Remember, yeah, he was gonna do tracking. He was gonna put like a mask on me, and he was gonna track me. You know that's how we were gonna reveal Monster Thing.
Right.
But then I didn't know how to do that.
And that just, yeah. And I think didn't it just kind of got busy, wasn't able to do it, and so you were kind of like, well, I guess I'll figure it out.
I think he saw the footage and he wanted to make sure that his name was nowhere near it. So,
well, you know, that may be a case as well, but you know, it's all right.
All right, I needed the editing experience.
Exactly. No, actually, you know, it's simple and it's kind of, you know, of course it's silly, but it works out the way your choice here because it's just kind of adds another layer of goofiness having the text block and everything. So
That is true.
it works out. That was a crazy move. That spin. Hold on, let me go back to that. Crazy inner crescent kick there. Good teep off the front. I don't.
Barely get touched and go down.
Dude, that elbow must have had some serious power to it.
Look at it. It's right to the thigh. I mean, ouch. Charlie horse. You gave him a Charlie horse.
All I do is like move 2 inches to the left of my entire body. You were aiming for like the very edge of my rib or something apparently, because you missed that punch, but it falls over. Nice little kick to the face. You definitely made some contact here on some of these.
I remember that. You always got mad at me for being rough.
But you know, I will say, right here. Hang on, not right here. But so I get the elbow, the kick to the back of the leg, which was all right. That is not the worst spinning back kick I've seen.
No, that looks pretty good.
People forget, man. John Jones developed a spinning back kick at 36. Anyway.
You know, this is the first movie that you actually got Monster Thing. I just realized that. The first one
Why did the bullets work this time?
Somehow you escaped. The second one, we don't know what happened to either of you.
Yeah, that was a mystery.
And then this one, you actually got him.
Yeah, maybe we do just have to say in the first one that I missed all those shots because it certainly worked this time. Oh! We lost the footage to Detective Donut getting shot.
Yes. Yeah, it was really sad because I remember recording it. It was good. It was good. It would have been really, really cool to have on camera.
It was really dramatic.
Well, I mean, it kind of was. It was like the first betrayal, and yeah, you had the gun there. And I think I don't remember for sure, but I think we over exaggerated the death too. Like we had you rolling on the ground for a long time. Because in westerns or certain movies, the character gets shot and like they always fall somewhere really unrealistic, or they like stumble around a lot
And like roll.
like I think we had you roll like several feet on the ground.
Probably.
I think we did. What happened with the printer? With Troy's printer?
Oh, there was an entire script that I had written out on my laptop. And I think I normally had autosave on, and when I was at your house, I was not connected to Wi-Fi or anything. And I wrote this entire script, and when we got to your brother's house to print it, to use his printer, the script was not saved. It was all gone. And so I ended up writing out a bunch of stuff while we were driving. I was sitting in the back of in the back seat just typing away on Word docs trying to create a script for it. And yeah, people will see how that turned out, but
So about 5 years ago, there was this detective by the name of Donut.
I heard he was killed.
Hi, my dad's. People are getting hurt and they really need his help right now.
dude, that's the moment Disney makes us like some life-changing money offer for any of this stuff. It's going to be the greatest moment ever to turn them down and be like, you ain't ruining this. Boom. Like, Master Chief ain't showing his face in this TV
Dude,
show.
no kidding. But then we go on to get like 5 views.
That was
or
Paramount.
like 100 views.